Venus enters Pisces on 11th of February. And Venus is a goddess of love, relationship, beauty, art, money, values, entertainment, and fun. So this is a really good timing just for Valentine's Day on the 14th of February. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining. And today I want to talk about Venus entering into Pisces on the 11th of February. I'm excited because Venus is exalted in Pisces. That means it has an easier time to express itself because the values of Pisces and the values of Venus are very harmonious together. And on the 23rd, Venus will also meet with Jupiter in a trine, which is a positive, supportive aspect. So that's why I'm calling this episode Luck and Opportunities, because finally I think we have some good news. And especially if you have anything, any planet, any angle in any of the mutable signs, which are Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and of course Pisces, you should have some extra activation going on in your chart. But let's talk about first Venus. What is that? What does it really mean? Venus is a goddess of love and relationship, beauty and art, self-worth and attraction, how we attract other people and what we are attracted to in other people. It's about the value system, how we value ourselves, and also what we value in another person, especially in a partner. So when Venus is exalted in Pisces, what it really means is that Venus is already very much connecting with love and empathy, even unconditional love as its highest expression. And in that way, it's very much at home in Pisces. So when we think about Pisces and Venus together, we are thinking about the opportunities, the highest expression of love. And sometimes when I think about dance metaphors for planetary positions, I think about Venus here in Pisces as, you know, we strive for the spiritual, we strive for the most beautiful expression. Maybe a dream, maybe something that's not really real, but still something we can strive for and look towards, something we want to fight for. And in that way, I think always of classical ballet as an expression of Venus in Pisces. The way the woman is lifted up by the man in some sort of perfect love, and how we can just dream away, and there's some sort of illusion, but illusion can be really, really strong. And sometimes we can also think about the negative things, which could be that sometimes we give away our love to maybe somebody undeserving because we see what could be, we see the potential with somebody, and we are willing to look, you know, beside the flaws. We forget about the red flags because we want so much something to be true, especially when it comes to love. And sometimes we also, you know, project something through, especially with Pisces. That might be this tendency to give something up of yourself in order to be what the other person wants you to be. So it's really important that we keep that self-worth and don't lose ourselves in love, even though it's very tempting to lose ourselves. Just so we can lose ourselves in art and music, and passion is also one of those moments and feelings that we strive for with Venus coming into the focus, and especially Venus in Pisces. This might be the place where we just let go with no inhibitions and not being critical or reserved, but we just give it all. So Venus in Pisces is also about how we receive. It's a little bit like, you know, it's a give and take, of course, but I think with Venus in Pisces, there is a tendency to give maybe more than you receive. If you really go into the flow of that combination of Venus and Pisces together. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that spiritual love that we see with Pisces. So Pisces is it's where we have poetry. is where we reach some sort of metaphor for love, or something that sometimes cannot even be expressed. And artists are trying and are doing it perfectly all the time in various expressions of art, not least dance, for example, where there's music and movements, and it's incredible to see a dance performance where you can feel the intensity of love with no words, but just how people express it in a physical way with the music. And I think in many ways we will be reminded about the ideal love for us. And there we're often thinking about what should the other person bring to us. But here with Venus and Pisces, there is more a tendency to think about what we can give, because we want to give. We want to open our hearts. This is a perfect time to open our hearts and just trust. So for that 14th of February, which I know is not celebrated everywhere, but in some parts of the world, it's a big deal. It's maybe a bit commercial, but we can still make it what we want. We can have the traditional dates that everybody thinks about, nice dinner, glass of champagne, maybe, some gifts. Or you can use Valentine's Day to do something completely different. And here I'm thinking, diving or something fun, because it's water element and it's with, Pisces, love under the water. I mean, whatever. You can think about other things as well, but the whole idea is to express that love to that somebody special if you want, and if it's not to a partner, there's many ways to. I know girlfriends sometimes get together, have Valentine's Day together, singles, or you do something special with somebody in your family, and it's about love expression in that form that feels right for you. And again, coming back to astrology, on the 23rd of February, we have Venus is going to make a trine with Jupiter in Cancer. So this is really an opportunity to perhaps invest, perhaps it's a moment where you present a project that you will hope will be well received, or you make some extra effort with things like manifestations, on the 23rd, 24th, that is a really good time to tune into yourself on what is really valuable to you, what would you like to see happen in your life, and write something down, sit with it, imagine it happening. That's a great thing with connecting with the sign of Pisces, because it's all about imagination and it's about connecting to something bigger outside ourselves. And it's a great opportunity to be a little bit bold with your expressions. And if you've been, it's in Cancer as well, so I'm thinking here it's also love for your family. Maybe somebody in your family needs a little extra love and attention during that time. Time to spread the love, so to speak. And what else? I put a few, yes. So Venus, as I said, is exalted in Pisces. So this is also a good moment to forgive, especially when around the 23rd, 24th, when Jupiter comes in to place, because Jupiter has a tendency to let things go and not dwell too much on it, just see the bigger picture. So that's a good time for forgiveness, and to try and move forward and try and clean the slate, so to speak. What else did I have? Yes, I have this. I thought I had a lot of fun with the graphics. So this one, what you can work with when Venus is in Pisces. Lead with a heart, but check your reality very gently, because this is not the time to put somebody up on a pedestal that don't deserve to be on a pedestal. And it's to trust your heart as well. Let that lead you in this time, and let yourself feel deeply. Let yourself really open up and express love the way that you feel is natural for you. But do it so without losing yourself. You don't need to give everything you have. You keep something for yourself, but you know what I mean when I say losing yourself. to be, that means be something that you're not in order to get love from somebody else. Still be in alignment with who you are. And then I put trust your intuition. Usually when we look back and things have not gone the way we wanted, and we ask ourselves, did I actually follow my intuition? Very often when things have gone wrong, we look back and we see that we did have the inner knowing or an intuition that said, don't do it or do it, but we didn't follow it. So trust your intuition and let time verify it, so you can reference back and see when you felt like this, you can trust it. So yeah, we have a lot to look forward to, and this is happening from the 11th. Take your time to align yourself with that love, and I think we can never get enough of the good things, and I think this will be like a more smooth few weeks where Venus is exalted in Pisces and feels very much at home, expressing love and expressing values, and love and relationship comes into focus as a way of saying, things might not work out in some areas of our life, but we can still align with that love. And then think about the 23rd, 24th, when there is a supportive aspect with Venus and Jupiter. And of course, I wish you all a really happy Valentine's Day. I hope you will have a great evening. Take care and see you next time. And thank you for following me or booking me if you want to hear more about what is in store for you with regards to your love relationship situation. You can book me on dancingastrologer.com, and take care of yourself.